Well, India is now moving closer to opening its second spaceport to private sector operations. Space regulator and promoter IN-SPACE has begun the process of handing over the operations and maintenance of the small satellite launch complex being developed by ISRO at the Kulasekarapattinam in Tamil Nadu. The 968 crore rupees facility spread across nearly 2,233 acres is being built primarily to support launches of SSLVs and similar small launch vehicles. Well, the government had earlier indicated that after commissioning, private sector launch vehicles would also be able to operate from the site. Now, IN-SPACE has invited expressions of interest from eligible Indian entities to operate and launch and manage the new space launch complex, marking another step towards greater private sector participation in India's space sector. Let me go across to my colleague Atul Ranjan, who now joins us with more information on this front. Atul, this is big news for India's private sector operations in space. Take us through the details.
Well, yes, the space promoter cum regulator IN-SPACE has begun the process of handing over operations and management of their small satellite launch complex, which is of 986 crore that was being developed by the ISRO in Tamil Nadu. Now, as per initial plan for the second spaceport, which was spread across approximately 2,000 acres, the government had said that the post-commissioning and the launches of the SSLV and equivalent launch vehicles from the private sector is expected to be carried out from there. Now we are expecting that the IN-SPACE is now, taking that one step further by inviting private players to take over operations and maintenance, and to identify a suitable industry partner. IN-SPACE has, issued an expression of interest as well, which is inviting proposals from eligible Indian entities to operate and manage a new launch complex, which is being built primarily for launching small rockets. Now, this selected operator will be responsible for end-to-end management of the launch complex, including the launch campaign operations, maintenance of facilities and systems, safety and security, mission readiness, and all those logistics and other aspects as well. So totally, and unlike launching from Kota, this rocket from this particular location can fly directly or south over the Indian Ocean without having to execute a dog-leg maneuver to avoid flying over Sri Lanka. So this is quite a key development around IN-SPACE. And the IN-SPACE has also called upon industry to hand over technologies of PSLV and LSTM-3 launch vehicles, which has been developed by ISRO. So totally some development when it comes to privatization in the space, space industry.
All right. Thank you so much, Atul, for all that information. We are now shifting our focus to Bengaluru.